Last time on Survivor San Diego, the survivors competed in an eye-opening challenge.
Who's most likely to win Survivor San Diego? The correct answer was Brandon.
It just exclaimed to everyone that everyone likes me. Fuck, it fucked me up.
We need to unite against this kid and get him the fuck out. He was voted most likely to win too. I'm like, what the fuck, guys? Come on.
With Bella's lack of awareness within the game, the Boulevard Ballers considered her to be too much of a wild card to keep around.
We got Hannah, we got Tommy. Next on the list is Bella.
If you're not gonna vote someone out for strategic reasons other than that, then I feel like you gotta go.
I don't deserve to be here? Yeah, I bullshitted my way through, but that means I deserve to be here because I bullshitted every single one of y'all. Like,
But with an unexpected turn of events,
Due to personal reasons, she has to leave the game.
Yo, what the hell? Why couldn't you leave a week earlier? My team got destroyed.
for some players though, the game just simply carried on.
Like I said, it didn't really matter, I feel like.
Rebecca found an immunity idol and searched with Brandon to hide her tracks.
What's to say, like, Dylan isn't gonna screw us over with the idol like he did with Sam?
Together came to a conclusion that it was probably Dylan who found it.
And especially it would suck to get eliminated because people think I have the idol when I don't actually have it.
In the toughest immunity challenge of the season, Chris and Reed used their time being eliminated to good use.
Fuck me. Chris, out of this challenge.
I went with Chris and we spoke. I feel like talking to Chris kind of opened my eyes a lot.
There's been sort of a Leilani supremacy, but it's always been back in my mind that came and get Brandon out.
They are all supporting each other's backs. That obviously is not really a good thing.
Reed was down for any plan, as long as it wasn't towards him.
Had a good talk with Reed. Glad to say we're on the same page. He thinks I'm a lot less involved with old Leilani than I am. Honestly, it's starting to become true.
Dylan, without knowing it, was in a do-or-die situation competing in the challenge.
As long as Dylan doesn't get the immunity, try to all form together and go against Dylan.
All right.
Sounds good, brother.
Good talk.
All right, good talking with you.
And Dre just proved to everybody that he was a competition beast. And with that, it was the end of the line for Dylan T.
He's obviously super competitive and wants a good game, and I'm sorry, but it's gonna bite you in the ass, my guy.
10th person voted out Survivor San Diego 1 District. Dylan, Travis spoken.
Only 6 survivors remain, and with only 2 episodes left, the survivors will need to prove themselves if they want to be the sole survivor.
We're gonna get to Final Four.
Unless someone snitches.
Who will be voted out next?
I don't know. Is it just me, or am I the only person who just doesn't really like the characters, the people who are liked in the game? Like, I had problems with Rachel. She wanted to get me out. Goodbye. This is get out of here. She's super liked. And everyone said that they would put her as, you know, trust them with their lives and shit. So she's obviously a super liked person, but I didn't like her in the game. And then there's Brandon, snaky, yo, backstabby. He's gonna destroy everybody, and he's most likely to win the game. How do you not all see this? Why would you keep him in the game when you can clearly see he's very snaky, he gets in tight with everybody? I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. I hope I can stay in the game. Another ceremony, I want to make it to the end. I want to get to the final 3. I want to get there. I want to go on that date with my lady.
Before Survivor yesterday, Brandon and I met, suggested, or we sort of came to a conclusion that maybe we should split up the votes a little more just in case Dylan has the idol, which obviously I knew that he didn't. But I think now that Dylan's gone, Brandon thinks that he had the idol and went home with it in his pocket, which is perfect for me. Sort of like out of sight, out of mind for him and probably most other people.
Wait. What?
Dylan told Reed, like, okay, let's get out Bella or Rebecca this week. And
Dylan's
like,
on some
choose
sus
one.
shit, dude.
And
Dylan's
Reed
on
was
some
like,
sus
Reed
shit.
was like, let's do Bella. And Reed told me, and he was like, don't worry, like, I said Bella, I got you. I don't trust any of them.
I don't trust Dylan,
anyone
and
who's
I
gone
really
down
don't
our
trust
lines.
Reed. I really hope Reed didn't fuck us over this week.
I think Reed is. We don't need Reed's vote. We literally don't.
That's why I didn't want to talk to him at all. I just wanted to keep him out of the blue with
Yeah.
any of it. I'm really hoping Dylan doesn't know that we're voting him out this week because he's sus. And I feel if he has the idol, then he's definitely gonna use it. So we're gonna do it now. Dude, this is scary actually. I just don't feel very comfortable putting all 4 of our votes. Unless we tell, because we know Reed's gonna vote Dylan. So why don't we just have one of us vote like Bella or something?
If it makes you feel better, you're the second choice. Just insurance.
So just in case Dylan doesn't get his 1 vote to whoever he picks out of all 4 of us, you know?
Okay.
If he did use the immunity, it's like a backup plan.
Yeah, obviously don't want anyone to know that I went and found it and have it. At least not until maybe later.
Who is that? Is that Dylan? Oh, maybe it's Chris.
Stranger.
Oh. we're just bugging out now.
Hey, stranger. We're so paranoid.
Reed being last Talladega, I honestly think he has the strongest link with me, or possibly Brandon. He came to me first, and I convinced him to vote Dylan. At first, he wanted Brandon out. I talked in a strategic sense with him, and we said, hey, if Dylan wins immunity, we try and get sort of a uprising, I guess you'd call it, against Brandon or Dre. But since Dre won it, we went for Dylan. I think that everything's going my way at the moment, but I can never tell what anyone else is thinking. I think that any of the other people in Leilani could turn against me anytime soon. I really don't know where they lie, what they're talking about right now. I'm gonna play as hard as I can because I feel like, I've said this before, it'd be a disservice to anyone else playing this game to not try. We've made it this far. So many people who've wanted to win have lost already because it is a game. Whoever's made the most strategic decisions, and at the same time, well, you gotta make the most strategic decisions. You can't make the most hard decisions. I don't think if Dylan made it to the final 3, the jury would have picked him because they knew he was a very cold, calculated player, and you want someone who can win the crowd over, because at the end of the day, it comes to a jury. You need to be able to win over the masses. So, well, I do want to make the best decision for myself to secure myself a spot in the final 3. I think that I also need to make the best decision for what's going to be reflected within the jury.
Baby, you can be my audience, okay, baby? You have to stay there, though, okay? That's 20, and if it's not, fuck you, Ronan.
We were presented with an opportunity to get a chance at an advantage in the competition. The way to do that was to get 10 crazy tasks. The one who did the most of all the tasks gets an advantage.
We had to do different tasks ranging from going to the cross.
So everybody in La Jolla lives next to Mount Soledad, except for me because I live in Spring Valley. So I asked Ronan if I could go to this cross, and he said yes. So here I am. I'm about to make my way to the next challenge.
Finding a yellow car.
From the yellow car.
doing 20 push-ups without stopping, shotgunning a beer if you're 21, soda if you're not.
Cheers. Cheers.
Just a bunch of different things. Yell at a grocery store was bad. Steezoga! God dang it.
Stizoga.
Steezoga. Steezoga. No one gives a fuck.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Slap me, bro.
Have you gotten an Uber ride as weird as this one? 2 blocks.
Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I fucking hate you, Ronan.
Sam lives close to my work. I'm gonna try to break into his building, or we'll sneak into his building. I can go up to his floor and knock on his door. I don't even know if he's home right now, but I'm going. I got in the building, bro. I don't even know if he's there. You'll never catch me! Get in the car. We're driving away.
You guys made it. Out of 16 people, 10 people have fallen before you. This challenge is a little different from what you're probably used to. I will be zip tying your guys' hands and your feet, okay? You guys will be standing at your planks, and once I say go, you guys, by any means necessary, have to get out of your zip ties, okay? You cannot take anything from your pockets, anything that you brought. You can literally run up to a stranger and ask them to cut it. Nobody part of production whatsoever. You need to get out of your zip ties as fast as you can. Once you get out of your zip ties, there's a black backpack all the way over there. There are bags of domino pieces, 7 dominoes in each bag, okay? You guys need 4 bags each. When you get those 4 bags, you can only carry one at a time, by the way. When you get those bags, you have to come back to your plank, flame plank. There's little lines on these planks. It indicates start and finish. You guys need to use all of your domino pieces, make a domino effect, and one tip has to sweep them all at once, okay? First person to do that will win immunity, secure their spot in the final 5, will not have to worry about tribal council. Dre, I need the necklace back, by the way. Brandon, how many of the tasks did you do?
10.
Reed, how many of the tasks did you do?
7 or 8.
Rebecca, how many tasks did you do?
I got 10.
You had 10. Bella, how many did you do?
10.
Chris, how many did you do?
4.
How many did you do, Dre?
0.
So, Bella, Rebecca, Brandon, congratulations, you have an advantage in this challenge. Your feet will not be tied up. Brandon, you were the first person to complete all the challenges. You have another task to do right now. You have to give somebody in the game one more band around their wrist. Who will it be?
I knew there was 3 ties.
Dre, do you think you could win if I give you an extra band?
Yeah.
Give it to his ass.
Dre, you will receive an extra band. Like I said, you guys can do whatever you want to get these bands off. All right, we will start this challenge in a few minutes, all right? All right, everybody ready for security in the final 5? Go.
Oh, motherfucker.
You can do whatever you have to do. You can ask a stranger, you can Do whatever you need to do to get out. You're good. Not that long.
Does it have to be broken?
Broken. That's off.
Dude, wait, what the fuck?
That's not fair. Look here, all of them just got
My keys! My keys!
Fuck them! He's I mean, I still got out!
How are you guys breaking them? What the? Dude, are they just using brute strength? That's crazy. Oh wait. Dude, I'm just breaking my wrist. My wrists are red right now.
He has such a long leg.
Reed only has 2 bags starting his puzzle. Make sure you keep track of how many puzzle pieces you have. There's 28 pieces in total.
Oh shit!
Brandon had the advantage this challenge.
Holy
Fuck, wait, a lot of time. Brandon is in last place currently. Yeah.
Not so fast anymore.
Rebecca, how many pieces do you have?
3 bags.
3 bags, 1 more bag to go.
Look at that
Reed looking
volume.
majestic as fuck right now.
So much volume.
Brandon is back in this competition after being the last one out of his binding. I should have done 2 each. I did not think that was gonna be that easy.
No.
Ooh, that wind?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's gonna be an issue.
This might be another night one.
No way.
The wind's gonna be a problem.
Frick. No.
It's fine.
That's the 4th time, yo.
No idea what problem here. They have to be standing up, Bella.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
I don't know if he's gonna have enough pieces, but he's going for it.
Oh yeah, just gotta.
Ray with a very unique strategy.
Do I have to use all of them?
You have to use all of them.
Oh
Is that your last one, Dre? Dre's gonna go for it right now. Dre does not work.
Smart man.
What kind of advantage was that?
Fuck Ronan. Fuck Ronan.
Please, I just need this. And that would be so lovely. Because these bitches are trying to roll me out.
Not low. Dre getting. Chris getting really funky.
Can I move this?
I will allow you guys to move if you want. If the wind is a problem, Bella instantly up. Bella goes to this nice little cubby of a wall.
Bella, what are you doing right now?
Bitch, do not try to talk to me right now while I'm trying to focus. I'm against the wall because the wind was really bugging the fuck out of me. I got the shakes.
I moved because wall block wind. Primal.
Dre gonna get up.
Get something against Crew Beach?
Yeah, they're short and annoying.
Oh.
Idea time. Let's see if this would work.
David's probably with the rusty, right? David's probably with the rusty. Funny. David's probably with the rusty razor.
I don't even know what you're seeing. Bella literally taking off her clothes, her wallet, her phone, her purse, just to block the wind from the wall.
Oh. Nope. Nope.
To leave the original area. Chris right behind her.
Ronan, you gonna be able to witness greatness from down here?
Brandon, very close. Chris moving right next to Brandon, maybe as an intimidation factor.
Chris, go away. Down, 27 to go.
7 players voted out of this game would probably like to be here instead of one of you guys.
No way, bro. That was it. That was it.
From a distance, I can hear Chris's pieces fall.
You know, I feel like a little bit of all of the challenges have some bullshit factor to it. This one might have the greatest bullshit factor. I don't have enough.
Great. Very close to winning.
Don't step up here, bro. You're ruining it.
Ronan, we might need to check over here pretty soon.
Ooh, that adds another factor.
Rebecca, going for it. Rebecca! Rebecca with her first individual immunity win.
I was gonna vote her out. Now they're gonna vote me out.
That one's
Just
swollen.
one, was it? Thank you. Brandon,
What did you do?
I did normal. I just got a good spot, I guess.
After a very, very long challenge, Rebecca came out on top. Rebecca, you deserve this. Come here. Rebecca with her first immunity win secures her spot in the final 5. One of you guys will be eliminated next Tuesday. Will be the 5th member of our jury. Will not get a shot at the $8,000 and the title of Sole Survivor. What was going on, guys?
Becca proved that it was about the space, bro, because you bought some cheap-ass dominoes, and the wind was knocking them over. Even if there was no wind, they were falling over. She did it in a completely normal way, and she got it all the way across.
sanding them on the wood before.
The dominoes, some dominoes were like slanted and skewed on the side.
Some of them you couldn't stack.
Like normal dominoes have weight and they're smooth. So you
Yeah,
just
just put the
place
bad
it.
ones in last.
That's exactly what I was trying to do.
Spoken by the champ.
What you had to do is you had to get a really good rhythm and then take one out and then keep going.
I was thinking about doing one or the other, like
What do you mean
splitting
take
it.
one out?
But obviously the win was a factor. You guys played really well. I will see you guys Tuesday. One more of you guys will be out of this game. We're on finale night in 10 days. Buckle down, and you guys got this. All right. Thanks, guys.
Domino challenge, that was definitely hard with the wind. And then Rebecca ended up choosing the right spot and everything. Team Leilani is working out a lot better than I thought it would. I thought it would kind of disperse a little bit by now. I thought it would, honestly, I only thought Brandon would be my ally. But as soon as everyone from Team Talladega is eliminated, it's going to be kind of a free-for-all.
Dylan got voted out. Not too surprising. So that just means that they took, you know, they did trust me and trust my word. And Dylan was the threat for Leilani to vote out. I just need to try to stick with my plan, let them know that I am the ace up the sleeve for them, you know. But the thing is here is I need to make sure that I don't look desperate. I can't be like, hey, like, you need me, you know what I mean? Don't get me out. Like, that's, no. It needs to be more like, you need me.
With it being how it is with the alliance on Team Leilani, I think Reed is definitely going next, you know, unless if he gets an immunity idol or something like that.
Team Leilani, if they choose to vote me out, you know, whatever, but then they're gonna really have to start betraying each other. If they keep me in the game, I'm an easier vote for them. And I haven't been too much of a threat, I don't feel like, in the challenges is why I've made it this far, that it's like, oh shit, like we need to get Reed out, you know what I mean? So I hope I can stay in the game and that I can convince some people. I'm gonna try to get Rebecca and Chris on my side. Maybe Bella, we'll see. Maybe Bella's the one.
I've definitely been thinking long term with this, and definitely right now in Team Leilani, I would say the next person to go is Bella. She's not in the alliance as much as everyone else is Rebecca, is Chris, is Brandon. Bella and I are pretty, I would say like pretty close, and honestly I could see after Bella it could be me, because Rebecca, Brandon, and Chris could have built a better alliance than I did with them.
And then Bella, and then Reed, and then when it's us final four, probably gonna be Dre.
I think my alliance with Brandon is pretty strong just because we've been buddies for a while, and I've shown that I want to see him in the finals and go against him.
Possibly my least favorite challenge, but it's okay. You know, Rebecca won. I'm happy for Rebecca. She got her first challenge dub. You know, I'm glad that this challenge didn't really affect anything, because I think, you know, there's two kind of outliers right now in the last 6, which is Bella and Reed. I'm going to talk to the Boulevard Ballers today and see which ones we want to decide on. But either way, this week should be not too bad.
So I don't know how much the advantage helped, but definitely I think it was all like the motivation that I had to win. Really wanted this one. I wanted to prove myself. It sucks that I need to prove myself. Like for example, I think Brandon hasn't won any challenges either, but I don't think anyone would describe him as a weak player. Pretty much played the same social game that I know of. I don't know, is it because I'm a girl? I don't know, let me know, Dylan. Because I think according to Dylan, his definition, he doesn't really know my social game because we didn't really talk, but I think by week he might mean like weekend challenges. So, you know, I went in super determined to win this challenge. Of course, like Chris had to say something. He was like, oh yeah, like for sure it was 100% luck, you know, it could have been anyone. It was just a win, like it was luck.
I thought of it as more luck-based than anything with the wind. I can't control the wind. The ground had to be level. Rebecca definitely had the right idea.
We all moved different places, you know. Rebecca just found the best spot. I think that's why she won, because that spot was so good.
Oh, whatever, it was luck. I'm sure if he won this challenge, he wouldn't have said it was luck. I have to work so much harder to prove myself in this game than the guys, I swear to God. Whatever, dude, I'll do it. I think I have been, but I'll keep going. I'm still right now planning on taking Chris to Final 3 with me. I'm not gonna vote with my emotions, which I haven't been doing. I think every single one of my votes so far has been pretty much strictly gameplay.
Okay, so, you know, it's coming down to the last couple of people, and there's some really big decisions we need to start making now. You know, the first of which is coming in a few days, and we really got to figure out if we're going to get Bella or if we're going to get Reed out, because those are the two people on the chopping block right now, you know. So the pros to keeping Bella around is, you know, it'd be cool to go into the merge with 5 Leilani, 5 Talladega, and then come out with 5 Leilani, you know. That'd be awesome. But realistically, that doesn't really do anything. The cons to Bella is, you know, we've been kind of keeping her out of the mist this whole time, so she might be really pissed off at me personally to get me out. You know, I voted Bella once, so that could give her a reason to vote me out. Pros to keeping Reed. Reed can't win anything. I don't think Reed can win anything. I think he's more likely to not win. The cons to Reed are that, like, if he happens to make it to Final Four, like if he wins immunity and gets to Final Four and somehow gets to Final 3, you know, he's gonna get some votes from Talladega, I think. But you know, I don't know. We're really trying to decide. Also, the big problem is, what are we gonna do with Dre? You know, it's a big thing. Chris has come up to me. Rebecca's come up to me. What are we doing with Dre? You know, I really want to see us 4 in the Final Four, just because that's what we made it. We made the alliance and we just kind of stuck to it. You know, we all decided that's what we wanted to do. The thing is, dude, Dre is just such a beast, and we don't want him to go in the Final 3. So we got to decide: do we want to chop off Dre at Final 5 or Final 4? We could say we're loyal, but, you know, loyalty goes so much. I think a lot of the time in Survivor, when you're too loyal, you become clouded and lose that way. I think this game isn't meant to be loyal. I think it's meant to be a strategy game. And, you know, strategizing who goes out first might be the key factor, you know?
Yo!
Hi, Reed.
What's good? Alright, so what are you thinking?
Last night, I talked to Reed. He actually reached out to me, which was a shocker because nobody this whole game has kind of reached out to me. I mean, my name has been on the ballot a couple times, and I wouldn't be surprised if they voted me. Reed really opened my mind to, we're going to the Final 5. Literally within the next couple times we play, it's gonna be over already.
Nobody talks game with me.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, no one talks any game with me. I'm the one that has to reach out to people. This is the sad moment right here. We just realized that no one cares to ask for our opinions. What does that mean for us? I was gunning for Brandon, but I just don't think it's gonna happen because I don't know what is up with your team. I think your team is really fucking weird that you guys have kept Brandon for this long, knowing, all of you agreeing that you think he's gonna win or at least make it to the end game, and that he's also the snakiest person. I don't understand why any of you guys kept him around for that long, because obviously he's like cool with everybody, which is kind of weird. My next option, I'm gonna go for Dre. I think I'm gonna vote out Dre. Just because the dude has won hella challenges.
Yeah.
So,
to be honest, Reed wants to vote out Dre, and like, Dre has won the most competitions. That's all I have to say. He's a threat. He needs to be voted out next. He is the homie, but we all gotta go sometimes.
like, if we were able to get like Chris and Rebecca to go against like Brandon and Dre, I feel like it would be pretty sturdy, but I don't know.
So I need to start thinking of strategy. I need to start thinking of the strongest player who needs to get out so that I can go to the top.
I'm talking to Chris right after you. He's at the gym right now, so he couldn't talk.
Okay, figure out which one Chris is more feeling, and then let me know. Because we could do either one of them.
So I think I'm gonna vote out Dre. Pretty sure Rebecca would be down, but I think that she's plotting against me. I texted her last night, and how do I put this without being mean? Like, girl, I know your game. I know the me asking you, oh, who are you gonna vote out? And you being like, oh, I don't know. We're getting close to the end. I think we need to start thinking strategy too. Who were you thinking? I'm not gonna press you or anything about it. Like, I'm gonna be like, okay, cool, this is who I was thinking. I've still been trying to get her up since day one. Like, how come nobody's been on the same boat? Like, how come we've kept her? I don't get it. I mean, I could say the same for me. Like, how come you kept me, you know? Like, I don't know. I've never won a challenge, so.
Me, Dre, Chris, and Brandon all plan to meet up today at Brandon's house, talk a little game, hang out. So I got there first, and Brandon and I had some time to talk. I guess Chris came to Brandon saying like, hey, I want to be in the final 3 and like don't want to bring Dre with us because he's gonna win it all, which is perfect because that is exactly what Brandon and I have been wanting.
Because he was like, yeah, because I don't know, like, how it feel, how far, like, I want to take Dre. And I was
good.
dude. And I was like, dude, trust me, we're on the same page, dude.
Did you tell him we talked about that or no?
I did. I was
Okay,
like, dude, I was meaning to talk to you about it. Like, from a strategy standpoint.
It's like showing loyalty.
Exactly.
Like
it's
I
like,
was thinking about that too.
Wouldn't it be so nice to just have all 4 of us, like, be at the end together?
I know, it would be, but like,
We have
then
one-
we might lose our chance.
Exactly. I think if, like, we brought Reed, he would get Hannah and Tommy's vote, like, go to Talladega, like those 3.
Yeah.
I don't think he would get Rachel or Dylan's, though. For sure not.
Oh,
Rachel
he
or
wouldn't.
Dylan's.
He wouldn't.
But then Dre, I think Dre would just win it all. But then there's
Dre.
the factor that, like, it would
I
just
really
be nice to
like
have all 4 of us. You know how scummy it would look if we didn't
I
bring Dre
know.
along to the final 4 at least? Like, fuck.
We'd look fucked. But the thing is, we would both look like scummy. You know what I mean?
and
It
then
wouldn't
it's
be
just,
like,
and then it's just like, well,
well, we all
well,
did it.
who are you gonna vote for then?
The
Sucker.
lesser of the evil.
Yeah, exactly. Reed came up to me after the challenge when we were walking back, and he was like, yo, so what are you guys gonna do now?
He said that to me
Yeah.
too. He's like, you're gonna have to turn on each
Yeah,
other.
exactly. And I was like, I was like, you're right, Reed. I'm definitely gonna have to choose someone that I'm really not close to, and I wonder who it's gonna be. And he's like, oh shit. Hello. Let me go check the front door.
Then Dre got there. Obviously, we stopped talking about him.
Well, imagine we go five Leilani, 5 Leilani, and 5 Talladega and merge, and then the final 5 are 5 Leilani.
That'd be so fucking cool.
Just a dominant team.
Because we started off like,
Or we could
Slow,
keep,
slow.
or we could keep Reed as just like a lone
We can just
Talladega.
have them as like an easy vote out.
Exactly. Exactly. I like these cuffs. They're actually cool when they're like all just different colors. We have 2 people that we got to decide who to get out.
Reed or Bella?
Reed or
pros
Bella?
and cons.
Bella or Reed?
Yeah, what was it, pros and cons?
Both make sense in different ways. Bella came up to me on Thursday after I had won and said like, okay, you know, Reed has to go home, Rebecca. You know, like us girls, we gotta stick together. We're the only 2 girls left.
Lord. I can't find the tampons that I use.
You've been voting for me a few times now. I've never voted for Bella before, but I think she's voted for me 2 or 3 times. Doesn't really make so much sense to me. I don't really feel like I have like a responsibility of loyalty to her.
I met up with Brandon and Rebecca, and Chris was supposed to be there too, but he couldn't make it. And we decided that Bella is more of a threat than Reed is in the challenges further on. So I think it's our best bet to vote her out.
And we all met at 3. Turns into 3:30, turns into 4. We're all looking at each other like, where's Chris at?
You know, we were pretty bummed Chris couldn't make it, you know. I wonder if it'll make Brandon and Rebecca think differently of him, but I don't really think so.
Is your Chris on Pacific Central Time? Like, what the fuck?
Chris didn't show up. Maybe that's a sign. Maybe he should be going home soon. You know, if he's not gonna come, he's not gonna hang out with us. Does that mean something? Does that mean he's not really in an alliance with us? Maybe this is a week to vote out Chris.
My dad was showing some symptoms of some kind of infection. We were worried it was the
new Delta COVID whatever variant. He's like 68, so I had to go deal with that, make sure he's okay. Thank God he is, just a sinus infection. But other than being worried about that, I'm kind of worried now because I missed that whole chat, and they definitely could have just been talking about me the whole time. There's definitely a chance that since I wasn't there, they decided to bring my name up, and they could just be trying to pick me out. But what they told me is that they're voting Bella. I mean, I am a little inclined to believe it, but literally all I got was a 3-word message saying we're voting Bella. I definitely need to speak with Reed at some point, see what his thoughts are, and hopefully not get voted out Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, seems like general consensus is just to vote out Bella.
You got the same thing for everyone else?
Yeah.
That's all they said. I didn't get anything more than that.
Well, it's weird because like now you got to start thinking about endgame. You know what I mean? Like we got to think about. You have to think about what you want your final 3 to look like. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I spoke with Bella, and there was the idea perhaps that if we sided with Bella, you know, like if it was like me and Bella and you and Rebecca, that we voted out like Dre. Cause like if you were down, then that's automatically 3 people down for Dre.
That'd be crazy.
It'd be kind of a power move.
I kind of like the sound of that over Bella, because I think as it gets down to it, I'd rather vote out stronger players than weaker. And if we're making a power ranking, then Brandon and Dre are top 2.
Exactly. If we get out Dre, then easy pickings after that, it feels like, you know. Think about the future here. Like, you really want the final 3 to be you, Brandon, and Dre, or you, Dre, whatever the combination is. You want Dre and Brandon both in the game when you make it to the end, even to the final 4, you know? Mm-hmm. Bella's down already. If you're down, that's 3. Rebecca, I think, could easily join us, especially if we told her that Brandon was on our side. All right, I'm down to see you in the final 3, my guy.
All right.
All right, so I'll get that plan initiated. I'll make the group chat, and then we'll get Dre out tomorrow, and we'll see how the vote out or the challenge goes after that. Holy shit, dude. That went better than I thought it would go. If this plays out properly, we got a bunch of suckmans in the group. Now I come to you to tell you that we have enough votes to get Dre out.
Okay.
And that's because you are the majority vote. I'm gonna tell you straight up, because I'm making a group chat if you say yes. It's me, you, Chris, and Bella. So if you're down to vote Dre, then we got 4 votes for Dre. And then Rebecca honestly just listens to whatever the fuck you say.
I'm saying, like, what if we did Bella, and then next week we did me, you, Chris for Dre? Because I think, you know, like, we've already had like 5 days to discuss this. I feel like everyone's pretty situated on Bella. It would be...
But I've already made them situated on Dre. Like, they're down for Dre. That's the thing.
'Cause I'm just saying, like, it would be hard for me to, like, we would have to, okay, can I talk to you about this tomorrow? I'm kind of, people are, like, for me right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can talk to me about it tomorrow. Okay, that was kind of disappointing. I understand it, though. Makes sense, you know. Brandon and Dre have been bros this whole time, so to ask him to betray the man is kind of big, you know. That's why it's exciting, because it's a big play.
It's like 5 a.m. I can't sleep anymore, so Reed, you know, was a little bit worried that he was gonna get voted off this week, and he decided to talk to everybody. And I guess when he talked to Bella, they devised a plan to get Dre out. Which is problematic because we want to keep Dre further. You know, Dre's still, we're still loyal to Dre. We don't want the final 5 being 3 Boulevard Ballers and 2 non-Boulevard Ballers. So what happened is Reed and Bella pretty much got Chris involved with this plan. I told Rebecca still wants to keep Dre. And obviously Dre wants to keep Dre, and I want to keep Dre. So right now it's looking like the vote is going to be 3 to Dre, 3 to Bella, which fucking sucks. I don't know why Chris turned on us. I think that's one of the worst moves for him. You know, it might go. I'm trying to talk to Chris. He's not answering any of my texts. So I think I'm gonna have to meet up with him tomorrow early. I don't know. I might go down to a tie. I might go down to a 3-3 tie. Goddamn fucking picking a rock out of a hat, which would suck. That would be the worst way to go. But this is just so bad news. I can't believe it.
Don't entirely trust him next week. You know what I mean? Like, if we get Dre out this week, then I know he's in my boat. But if we get him out, quote unquote, next week, I don't 100% know he's in my boat. So I don't like that. I want him to say yes. I think I can get him. I think we can make this happen tomorrow. I'm just gonna find some shit out of my ass and throw it at him. So we flinging shit here. Damn, Dre needs to go tomorrow. Otherwise, it's kind of dangerous for us. I'm gonna reach out to Rebecca. That's the plan.
This is ridiculous at this point. This is like, everything's happened like a night before tribal council, and like everyone is flipping. This whole mastermind for getting Dre out, have to give Reed props. He did his due diligence finally. You know, this is a big move, but hopefully it doesn't go his way.
Yo, what up? So, I'm at work right now, but been thinking, you know, Final 3 is coming up, and really the only person like I was looking forward to seeing in the Final 3 was Brandon. You know, just because he's my buddy, it'd be cool to see him. I want him to get that far, you know. But then competitively, he's the only person I don't want to see in the Final 3. I feel like he could easily beat me. I think he's a stronger player. Rebecca would be a tougher challenge, maybe. Reed could be. Bella. Chris. You know, Chris I definitely see as a wild card. I don't know whether or not I should be looking out for him. He's definitely got the drive to win. He wants to win. I think more than the others.
I don't have a lot of time. Really busy today. But today is the ceremony. Basically, last night the video cut, but I was talking with Rebecca and we had some juicy conversation. Big news. We can get Dre out tomorrow. That is some big news.
How?
We have all the votes already, and then you can join us in that.
Is that a threat?
No, it's not a threat. It's not a threat. It's just letting you know. I told her that I would ride to the end with her if she did two things. One, if she voted out Dre today, right? Then to confirm that I will really ride with her and she's earned my trust if she votes out Brandon with me after this ceremony. So if she does that, I told her I'd be at the end with her. It'd be me, her, and Chris, right?
Yesterday, Reed called me and asked, you know, what are you thinking? And I told him Bella. He was like, I don't know. I think we should start going for the big guys. You know, there's threats. You have to think endgame. I was like, no, I'm going to be loyal. Bella. He says, listen, I'm just letting you know it's Dre. Dre's going home. We have the majority. I'm just telling you. He said, you can join us. Don't join us. And I was like, Brandon and Chris too? He was like, yep, they're doing it. Just do it with us or without us. Brandon texted me. He said, Rebecca, they're trying to get out Dre. I'm like, oh my God, no way. They're trying to get out Dre. He said they have Chris, Reed, and Bella. I realized at that point it was too far gone. Reed must have been lying to me. He didn't have Brandon on his side. Like, he was like, I talked to Brandon. He thinks he has you wrapped on his finger.
You're no longer going to be in his pocket because she does whatever Brandon says. And I told her this and she was like, yeah, that's kind of true, but I still, like, he thinks I'm in his pocket. I'm like, no, bitch, you're in his pocket. Whatever he tells you to do, you're doing it. She's like, he hasn't told me to do anything. I'm like, he doesn't tell you to do anything. He just plants the seed in your head and you do it.
First of all, I know I'm not. I sort of like feel like in this game, we've like come to decisions together and then I tell him like, hey, will you talk to this person for us to have him do the dirty work? I never really wanted to go to the end with Brandon. I felt like he's just such a strong player And by having him do the dirty work, other people would always see how good he is and want to vote him out, but I wouldn't have to vote him out. I will think about it. I will think about joining you. But like, what's in it for me? Because you could just get me out next. And he was like, listen, Brandon needs Dre. Without Dre, Brandon's nothing.
Taking Dre out will take Brandon down in the pedestal. He'll be on the same playing field as the rest of us. Because right now, he's sitting too comfortable with everybody. He's close with everybody, and no one seems to really want to get him out other than me. And he has too many options of what he can do depending on who gets voted out. Like, he's kind of safe any way it plays. He can go with Dre, he can go with us, he can go with Chris, he can go with Rebecca. Like, he can do pretty much anything he wants, no matter who gets voted out, which is not a good thing.
I told him, guarantee me a spot in the final 3 and I will consider working with you. Let you know what I decide. I really think that if I went to the end with Brandon, Brandon would win. The thing is though, I don't want to go to the end with Reed. Reed has old Talladega and he's been playing this game. I don't want to go to the end with him. Reed has been at the bottom for so long and he knew he was going home next. I could tell he's been working with Chris, which he told me about. He told me after the beach comp, the hole digging, him and Chris went off to the side. That's when they decided. When Reed gets super specific, starts giving time, place, date, people, names, I can tell that's when he's like actually telling me the truth. I don't trust Chris. Let me say that. I don't fully trust Reed. I never trusted Bella. Honestly, if they were smart, they wouldn't trust me either. I think everyone who's left, we are all self-serving at this point. For so long, we were all in an alliance, and it's crumbling. It's crumbling, and I think it's like whoever gets out first has got it, because Chris is getting out first. He's doing just fine right now.
If she takes out Dre, that's 1 down, then it's Brandon, that's another one, and then it's Bella, and then it's the final 3 right there.
Brandon was like talking crazy. He was like, let's go to Rocks, let's go to whatever. Listen, if we went to Rocks, I'd be fine. I have the immunity. He doesn't. He wouldn't be fine. And I know he wouldn't want to go to Rocks. And Rocks, honestly, that's lame.
This might be our only shot. Because if he gets the immunity next week, one of us, or today, if he doesn't get voted out, one of us is fucked. That's just how it goes.
So the thing that I'm worried about is like, I don't feel comfortable being like so close to not having the majority. If we had Bella, or if we voted out Bella, I would feel so comfortable. So I'm thinking like, if we get out Dre, then there's only one person that needs to switch to not have the majority anymore, which is like frightening, you know? Like anything could switch on a dime at that point. So I'm good with me, you, and Rebecca. If you're down for final 3, we'll stick to that. And like, you know, we'll be close to Dre, but we know we're not gonna try and get him in the final 3, you know?
Definitely.
But, like, I'm just saying, like, we have 2 chances to get Dre out.
So I don't know how heavy of a case you can make for everyone else, because if we're being realistic, we're talking power rankings, you guys are top 2. Say Bella goes up this week.
Yeah.
We're down to 5.
Yes. So
and then our majority, we would still have me, you, and Rebecca.
Yeah.
And then given that Brandon doesn't, or Dre doesn't win the challenge.
Yeah. Then we get
Dre out.
Yeah, completely.
I just don't, the last thing I want to happen right now is a tie, but from what I heard from Rebecca and Reed, what they really want is to get Dre out this week.
Yeah.
It's what they really
Brandon, I have never seen him scared before. Low-key, it was a little funny to watch. He was like, listen, we're at the bottom, they're going for us. So, as far as I know, yeah, true, but they're going for him, not for me. Dre's out tonight. If all goes according to plan, Brandon's out Thursday. That's what I want. Hopefully, Brandon and Dre will forgive me for this betrayal. I feel really snaky right now, but it is sort of fun.
If I told you Rebecca was voting Bella, would you switch? Or would you put it into a tie?
Why would we do that? Like, why would we? What's
because
the point?
I just truly don't feel safe doing that. Like,
you've been talking about the Boulevard Ballers.
I know.
You've been bringing it up day and day. You and Rebecca buy in that.
What worries me is like Reed was able to convince you this week, and I'm like, fuck, dude, like, where does your head lie? You know?
It lies in my best interest.
See, exactly.
And given that I'm in the I'd be fine to be in the final 3 with you.
Yeah. Okay. Gosh. Dude.
So if say we vote Dre out, if Bella wins the competition, we vote Reed.
Yeah.
If Reed wins the competition, we vote Bella.
Okay.
We have a checkmate in place.
Yeah.
Either way. And this way, we're getting one of the strong people out first, so we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
It's a leap of faith. It is.
Dude.
And I know I'm trying to convince you here, but I think it's the right move. You gotta take risks in this game to win it.
Dude.
Because as long as me and Rebecca are voting the same people, we get in there.
Oh, fuck, dude. Chris, I'm putting a fucking leap of faith with you.
Yeah?
I'm putting a fucking... Dude, if I vote Trey, all of my trust goes in your hands right now. Like, that's literally how it's going.
I don't know what else to tell you, man. Take the leap. You want to be in the final 3 or not?
Dude, I want to be in the final 3.
So?
Dre is going home tonight. I told him, by the way, I texted him and Brandon in the group chat just to say, like, Dre, it's you. It's gonna be you. Sorry, we don't have the numbers. There's nothing we can do about it. And now he's trying. He's going to Bella and he's trying to figure out a way, but there's not a way.
Okay, so I was just sat aside with Drake, and he said that he knows that Chris and Reed are voting him, and he thinks that I'm going to vote him too, which honestly it was kind of the plan, but he pulled me aside and he kind of promised me I'd be safe next week, and I'm kind of pushing towards that. And he said he's in an alliance with Brandon, and he thinks that Rebecca is playing both sides, which she is. He said that he can kind of convince her to vote Reed. So I think I'm gonna vote Reed, but I don't know because I don't want to be a backstabbing lying bitch.
So, Stezoga, down to 6 members. I don't even know if I should call it Stezoga anymore. I'll call it Leilani and Reed. Reed, I gotta ask, how is it being the last member of Talladega? You know, you guys were up like 2 people, and here you are, the last member of Talladega in the final 6. How does that feel?
Dude, I feel kind of alone, like a lone warrior, you know? It's just a weird thinking, you know, Talladega was once a thing and now it's just me. But I feel like the game has gotten a lot more serious now, especially like the merge was kind of whatever, but now we're down to like the final like 6 and it feels intense. So
Rebecca, I want to turn to you. You won immunity last week. You're the first girl to actually win an immunity challenge individually. How does it feel when people are throwing around the word, oh, it was just luck? Because obviously the win was a factor. How does it make you feel?
Yeah, for sure the win was a factor, but I definitely worked hard for this immunity. I like to think I earned it. I guess whatever people say to make themselves feel better if they're saying that, but I think I won it and I don't care, I'm happy.
Brandon, I feel like in every challenge you're really close every time, but you just haven't gotten there, you haven't won yet.
Yeah.
How does that feel? Is it a little frustrating or?
It is a little frustrating. No, I put my all into every competition, so I hope everyone knows I'm not like trying to throw comps and stuff. I'm trying my hardest to win every competition. I'm just so close but can't get to the end, I guess.
Dre, I want to turn to you. you know, you actually got a disadvantage in the game more than anybody because Brandon decided to give you 2 bans. Obviously, it wasn't really an aspect of it, but you know, you're on this winning streak. How does it feel to like not really have like another win under your belt?
Definitely makes me a little nervous. So definitely gotta be careful.
Chris, I feel like in this game, you know, you were thrown in last minute, like an hour before the game started, and here you are in the final 6, 1 in 6 shot of winning this game. How does that feel? Is it kind of crazy how your summer would have been without this game, or is this game like a lot what you think of on the daily now?
Oh, it's definitely, now that I'm like this close into it, it's a lot of what I think of, and it's become a lot of what we all think of, you know. I feel like just as of the past 4 days, we can all say we've done a lot of conversating, a lot of talking about it, and it gets on your mind, you know. When I go to bed, I'm thinking about, you know, what the plan's gonna be, what the challenge is gonna be, stuff like that. And honestly, it's been one of the best parts of my summer. It's just been a great experience overall. So outside of it being on my mind, it's just been a great thing to happen to me.
All right, and with that light note, we will get to the vote. One by one, each of you guys will be going to the voting booth and you will be casting your vote for who you want out of this game. Rebecca, you're up first.
Dre, this one is for you. I'm sorry. You're too good. It's time for you to go. This is hard, by the way.
Each day I feel more and more like an evil mastermind in this game. Well, I feel like that's a very ego statement of me. Hashtag LL Dre.
Well, looks like I am fucked.
From the challenge all the way to the ceremony of writing the name now, this is the most fun I've had, trying to figure out what the game plan is. You know, if this doesn't go through, if this does go through, I'm not mad about it. It was good. Respect to the man.
Dre promised me that I will be safe next week. So I'm sorry to backstab. It was a great FaceTime call. Thanks for when he ended the call, he got to know me and asked me a lot of questions. I loved it. It was super sweet.
Alright, so pretty sure right now it's either me or you. This is it. This is it.
All right, I'll go get the votes. All right, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, when the votes are read, person with the most votes will have to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Trey. Second vote, Dre. Third vote, Dre. 3 votes Dre, 3 votes left. Fourth vote, Reed. Reed. 2 votes Reed, 3 votes Dre, 1 vote left. Eleventh person vote out of Survivor San Diego 1 District and the 5th member of jury. Okay, now you have to bring me a torch. Jay, try spoken. Jay, one of the strongest competitors in this game. Sorry your time has come. You gotta go. We will see you on the finale night when you decide the winner, survivor, and I'll send you the belt. Thank you, Jay. We'll see you on finale night. Thank you. Well, Reed, I don't know how you did it, but you slipped by. You are still alive in this game. A Leilani member is out of this game for the first time in like 3 weeks. It's excited to see what's gonna happen. Congratulations, Final Five. You have 2 challenges left. I will see you guys in a second. On the season finale of Survivor San Diego.
I am feeling really, really good. I'm gonna be in the final 3.
I can't believe that I got here to literally the final 5.
Oh my god, Rebecca's a snake. Like, she gotta go. She's playing us. We thought she was working with us, but she's playing us.
I'm gonna make it in the top 3 100% now. It's happening. I don't see why this plan will really fall through unless people are just going behind my back.
I think I played this great game for no fucking reason, just to make it 5th or 4th.
Brandon completely blindsided everybody.
Why am I bringing you to final 3? You don't deserve it.
I might just be fucked.
As cliche as it may sound, pain is temporary, but victory is forever. 5 hours, health comes first, and I think this was more of a health thing. Can't have people dying.
Got played. Definitely got played. And then I got a text today saying that Chris, Reed, and Bella are voting me. And then Rebecca and Brandon were gonna vote Reed after I asked them to. But obviously one of them didn't. Met a lot of new people, got to hang out. At the beginning I didn't think I'd last until top 10. But then once Team Leilani started winning everything, thought it was just gonna be us. Thought it was gonna be me, Brandon, and Chris maybe in the finals.
Any hard feelings or?
Nah, unless it was Brandon.
All right, and with that, we will get to the vote. One by one, each of you guys will be going to the voting booth. And you will be voting for the person you want out of this game. Chris, do you want to say anything?
Well, I don't know. Do you want to ask me anything?
How are you doing? That's the question.
You know what? I'm doing great today, Brandon. I really appreciate your care for me as a person, unlike some people.
All right.
Chris, what did you have for breakfast
He's
today?
just a contestant.
I had some
Not
bagels
a
and
person.
some salmon, some capers.
Ooh.
What the fuck is a caper?
You really think you need all
You have
that?
peppercorns. You have peppercorns. If you roast them, they become like black pepper, and if you put them in a brine, they become capers. They're like little flower buds.
Okay, Chef Wordy.
It was funny, Ronan's like, I need footage. And then Reed's like,
I got you, homie.
oh my god.